What's your name?
Well, my street name is Rita,
Okay.
as in Rita Marley.
Okay. Nice. How long have you been homeless, did you say?
As of October
Okay.
of last year.
And what's your situation? Like, can you explain how you became homeless? What is it that led to you being homeless?
Uh, it began with my so-called friend. So I just decided to pack up my stuff and leave. I grabbed my cats, I grabbed whatever valuables, like my ID, very little, like in my bag was all I had. And I just left. So, and then I ended up thinking, what am I gonna do without money? I had cigarettes and I had the cats. So I brought the cats over to a friend's place. However, I had to buy food. I had to buy litter. I had to buy my own cigarettes. I had to buy my own food. So I ended up on the streets for a while and sleeping outside. This was in October, and as time went on, it was getting colder and colder. So I ended up staying at a friend's place and from couch surfing from place to place. However, these people can only take me for so long. Yeah, I sold everything that I had of value just to survive. And then I decided, I was like on Young Street down here and checking things out, and I saw somebody panhandling. So an idea just came in my head, like, how I gotta be doing that. How am I gonna get, like, I ran out of money. So then I just decided to check around the area and see which corners are taken, which corners weren't taken. And at that time, I ended up down here. And this is my area. And basically the streets, the rules of the streets are that if somebody's panning there, you don't take up or you don't cut their grass. So you don't take up their space. If they're not there, with the permission of them, you can panhandle. But as soon as they come, you have to leave. I've been ticketed by police. They gave me a ticket for $125. And basically when they gave me the ticket, they said, well, we have to treat you as an aggressive panhandler. I said, I'm not aggressive, I'm just sitting here quietly. He says, well, unfortunately everybody's treated the same. So that's what happened. And the cats are well looked after. I came into McDonald's one day and there was cat food left on the table. So I just scooped it all up and brought it to them. I don't know who left it there. Was it for me, or I don't know, was it stolen? Did they just leave it? And so I grabbed it and I went to feed the cats. And they're doing fine as long as I got them some catnip, some organic catnip. So, I spoil them, right? But I miss them, and as soon as I come to the door, they start meowing and freaking out where they're staying.
I hope you get on your feet.
Thank you. God bless you. Have a great day. I will, if this will help me. Thank you so much. Take care. That was really nice. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm just a little that.
It's okay.
I don't
That's
even
what
see
we're
that
hoping for.
in one day.
Well, that's why I'm doing this, hoping that your story can reach more people and everyone can get an idea of what's going on and get more people to try to help.
A lot of people don't want to be in the shelters, and I ask people that are homeless and that are, staying near there. And apparently they don't want to go to shelters because maybe rules, regulations, they like their freedom. There might be mentally ill people in there that they can't be around. It could be that they're that they have bed bugs. Some shelters have bed bugs. Some shelters are only temporarily set up. So for example, you can only stay there for so long, then you have to move on. It's only a Band-Aid solution. It's nothing permanent. I think some will also offer, if you can stay there for a couple of months, then that might help them out. However, a lot of them have pets as well, and they can't surrender their pets. They'd rather stay on the street. And a lot of them travel, especially the young ones. They like to hitchhike or grab a train or whatever and move from city to city to city. Again, there are subsidized apartments, and of course there's priority. They prioritize people. For example, women that have been abused, or men, I say men as well, that have been abused. They pushed up on the priority list. For example, I was one of a person that was abused. I lived with my partner, and because of mental illness and that, it didn't work out. So he put marks on my body. I went to see my doctor. They got a letter I wanted to get out of there like immediately. However, that didn't work that way. It took 3 months for me to get emergency transfer. So finally, they got the emergency transfer, and I got my own place, which was all, unfortunately, it was sabotage and everything by all these people. And yet I was scared to go back. I didn't want to go back to my apartment. And there's a lot of services lacking for people that are homeless, because, as I said, the city or the province only make them as it's only temporarily things, so that's why it doesn't work, you know. Rooming houses, that's another thing. Welfare and ODSP only give out a certain amount, and with that certain amount, you have to get somebody to share an apartment with. What happens if that person skips out on you or wants to leave? Then you're left with the whole rent, so you have to move on. Rooming houses, there's a lot of people that don't take their medication, or they're drug addicts. That's okay, all to their own. That's all, each has their own problem. Like, I have my own problems. I'm not perfect. And a lot of people that live in rooming houses, their food's stolen because they have to share a fridge. They experience violence. They experience people robbing them. So that's why people that want to live in rooming houses don't live there too long. They have to move on, or they have to panhandle because it's not a safe and clean environment. There's only one washroom to 6 people. You know, you have to get up early to wait your turn to take a shower. It's hard waiting for somebody to take their time, and it's hard for you because you want to get in there to use the washroom. So how can you live like that? I know a lot of people in rooming houses are not very happy at all because they're just being ripped off, right? And I personally wouldn't go to a rooming house because I'm scared. I'm tiny to begin with, and a lot of people take advantage of me because I'm tiny and I'm scared. So a lot of people know that if you're scared, they will take advantage of you. But if you show no fear, then you'll be fine. It's just like the rules on the streets. If you show you're scared, people are going to take advantage of you. But if you show that you're strong and that you're, I don't mean tough and start violating everybody and start abusing people. No, I'm just saying if you stand up to yourself, then they will likely leave you alone. But it's not safe for women because there's a lot of people out there that are coming on to women, asking women if they wanted to make a buck, they would have sex with these people. Drug dealers coming around asking you, giving you free drugs to hook you up on so that they can get business. Some men want women to work on the streets as well. So this is the kind of things I've experienced since October. You know, mind you, there are a lot of nice people. A lot of nice people come around, and I'm not into drugs, I'm not into drinking, but a lot of panhandlers are, and that's the only way that they can make their money is by panhandling. But myself, it's just for survival. It's what I make my money on, and spend it wisely on whatever I need. And there are days that I don't have anything, so I just go without, basically. Drop-ins are open, however they're only open for a certain period of time. They only serve 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day, and then you're back out in the cold. So, and I can go couch surfing from people to people, but that's only going to exhaust them and exhaust me. So then I'm going to end up with nowhere to go, you know. And there's rules and regulations. I have to be out. I don't have the key to get into their places. One nice lady offered to put me up in a hotel, and I was like, what? She says, yeah, get off the streets. It's really cold. If you need, this is my number. If you need me, give me a call. And like, you don't see too many people out there that are willing to go out and help. And this is very, very rare, you know. And people just give you whatever they can. Some people give me their half-eaten entree in their styrofoam container, or they drop off a cookie or whatever they have, and that is very good. And again, being on the street and getting a little bit of cash, it's only a band-aid solution. I mean, I don't want to be out there for the rest of my life. Unfortunately, I've tried working, I've tried volunteering, but I can't, because physically I have a lot of physical ailments, and I shouldn't even be out in the cold, but I have no choice. You know, I'm getting older, and you feel the cold more, you feel the heat more. So I definitely don't want to be out there and